am in week 35, and that's today. I only have 5 weeks left. It's starting to make me nervous. I'm getting there. Whew, scary. So last week I talked a little bit about how I had some crazy sleeping problems and I was staying up till like 4 in the morning and then like trying to sleep in and I couldn't because I have kids and then taking a nap during the day and it was crazy. But I finally got that under control. I just wrote a list of all the things that I felt like I was doing wrong and all the things that I could change, and I changed them and I was able to get it under control, and I feel so much better since doing that. So much better. I get enough sleep and I'm okay. But today you get the real me. I am not wearing any makeup. I'm just feeling pregnant and like I don't really want to do anything, and so that's me. That's what I really am like every single day. Hope you like it. All right, let's do our clip of the week. So I've got a doctor's appointment today, so I've got to go get ready soon. I'll take you guys with me. I haven't been having any problems or complications that I know of. Unless they find something that they probably won't, then we're all good. And I think I'm at 34 weeks, past 34 weeks. I'm almost at 35 weeks pregnant. That's crazy. It just went really well. It was a very normal doctor's visit. I really haven't had any complications or anything happening just since finding out about the gestational diabetes, which is going well, and I've had good numbers the whole time, and I've just been controlling it with diet. That's the update. There's not much. I'm measuring the week that I'm supposed to. I'm healthy and I've been exercising and doing things that I should. So there's really nothing going on that's like bad. So it's just very normal. So some of the things that I have been experiencing, the baby's been having hiccups. It's so cute. It's adorable when the baby has hiccups. Sometimes they're so big that it's like boom, boom, boom. It's almost like a kick. It's really cool. But I have been experiencing some swelling in my hands a little bit. I can tell because sometimes my ring leaves a mark and that's not normal. That's the only place. And sometimes my face just feels fat, but I don't know if that's because I'm fat or because I'm swelling up. Also, every now and then I just get back pain and I'm like, ooh, ouch, and I want to like move, but it just takes a minute and goes away. But every now and then it's just like super strong and I'm like, ah, okay, now it's gone. And then I've still just been having contractions. I wonder if it's normal for me to have this many contractions, or if that's the reason why every single pregnancy that I've had so far I dilate a lot earlier and like am making progress like a couple of weeks before or a month before even I might be at a 1 or a 2, and then a couple weeks before I'm at a 3 or a 4, and then by the time I actually went into labor with Ellie I was at a 6, and that's pretty awesome because I've done all the hard work without feeling it. So I hope that happens again this time. We'll cross our fingers and hope. And my belly is getting to a point where I'm like, it feels like I'm smaller than I am. And I keep thinking I'm smaller than I really am. And then my belly hits into stuff and people's heads. And like, I bump into it and I'm like, oh, ouch, you know, and bump into things with it all the time. That's what I do all the time. It's getting in the way, but it's okay. I'm just not used to it. Baby news! The baby is around 20 inches and 5.5 pounds, growing about ½ pound a week. And that could be completely false. Because every single baby is born differently, and at this point, it's like it doesn't really matter what I say. I feel like what the baby's size is gonna be, because it's gonna be different than whatever I say. But at least it makes me feel like, okay, I'm just gonna pretend like that's true. And then I know that the baby's healthy and big and strong and, you know, it's comforting. The baby is working this week on growing brain cells, and that's about it. Other than just everything else, I think, is maturing slowly, and all of the things, all of the pieces are like put together. In fact, they said that if the baby was born at this week, it would do really well, most likely in just the ICU, and mostly breathing problems at this point. Like the lungs aren't quite ready, they aren't quite fully developed, and so if the baby was born now, they might have like lifelong asthma or lung problems somehow. So that's kind of where we're at, but I don't feel like we're gonna be having the baby anytime sooner than 38 weeks. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm kind of hoping that 38 weeks we have a baby. I would be okay with that. I have been making sure to not really do kick counting because I have so many things going on. I can't focus on being like, okay, the baby just kicked. oh no, the baby's now kicking. Like for like 3 minutes when I'm focusing on it. What I know though is I think subconsciously I'm able to do kick counting. What I mean by that is every now and then I get to a point where I'm like, I don't think I've felt the baby kick for a little while. So I'll just stop what I'm doing and focus on feeling what the baby might be doing or might not be doing. And I don't freak out if the baby's not moving because it's probably sleeping. And then later, when I'm not paying attention, all of a sudden it's just like moving all around and kicking and doing acrobatics and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like, I don't focus too much on it to get stressed out or worried. But I do think that if something were to happen, I would have a feeling. I've had a feeling before, like something's off, something's not quite right. And that's when I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that everything's going good. Or I need to drink some water. I need to take care of myself. I need to eat some food. Something's not quite right. So I try to fix whatever I think it might be. And then I've never gotten to a point, other than earlier in this pregnancy, where I went to the hospital to make sure we had a heartbeat and everything because I was having contractions when we moved. Other than that, I've never really felt like something's wrong. I need to get this checked out. If I were to have that feeling, I think I would seriously call my doctor. And if you guys ever have that feeling, I would definitely call your doctor. And not like, I know it's hard because you don't want to be like a hypochondriac or somebody that's like, everything, I'm not sure what's going on, so I'm worried that everything is going wrong, you know? I just think that you should listen to your body. If anything were happening like that and I just had this sick feeling or off feeling, like it wasn't quite normal, I would definitely talk to my doctor and just say exactly that. Trust your instincts, because you have them whether you realize it or not. And then the other thing, when I went to my doctor's appointment this week, from that clip that you saw, we talked a little bit about my birth plan, which to me is not like this crazy big deal because it always changes. I feel like you can never predict. Like if you had a perfect birth plan, I want to know about it because I don't think I've ever heard of anybody having it happen exactly the way that they thought it would. But my birth plan is I want to have an epidural. I don't want to have Pitocin, and I don't need it because Pitocin makes you go into labor and makes you have contractions, and I have never had a problem with that, and I've always progressed very quickly, so I'm like, why give me Pitocin? I mean, it's a drug. It would get into the baby's bloodstream, and I don't feel like that's necessary because I don't need it. No Pitocin, just an epidural. Anything that happens with the baby, if there's any complications or anything, then we'll make sure to have the doctors take care of that. And then afterwards, I'll do Pitocin once the baby's out of me, and then it will only go into my bloodstream. I feel better about it that way. So that's my birth plan, and hopefully it goes that way. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't, just because of my prior experience with my other kids. It's gone so well that I am just praying and hoping that it goes well this time too. Alright, it's belly time! Here's my belly, week 35. I only have 5 weeks left. I'm so happy! I'm nervous a little bit. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google+. If you click over here, you can watch my latest pregnancy vlog. Or if you click over here, you can watch The Beach House, which is my daily vlogging channel for my family. If you want to see more of the clip of the weeks, that's what that is. And one more reminder. I know I already told you about CVX Live, but if you want to know more, there's a link in the description below. You guys can go there and buy a ticket, and it's really not that expensive. It's very affordable. So come and see us. It will be fun. We'll see you guys next time.